They were using him last year. I think they need somebody who's going to step in.
Sprayed it out.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I gotta clean my windows.
It is raining outside, and Max has taken a break to go roll his windows up. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. This is episode 12, Road to the Finals. You know what this is about. The NBA playoffs are on. This is the Bounce Back Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Young. And, of course, I have with me Keenan Chafin, James Wilson, and Maxwell Woods. Man, let's go ahead and get started. Today we're talking about the NFL mock draft. Got our top 5 picks for you. That's coming up real soon. The NBA season moments. We picked out our favorite moment of this NBA season. A lot has happened. I didn't even realize it really until I actually looked back of everything that happened. The NBA awards, of course, those are coming out soon. We're going to give you our final predictions on that and then talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs, and we're going to bounce back to the past of the NBA playoffs with some upsets that has happened in the first round. Guys, let's get right into it.
With a little bit of a thunderstorm.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, we hear some thunder from outside.
Man, it always throws me off guard.
Saying
stuff.
Were you meaning like OKC thunderstorm or like a
They lost.
Yikes.
it's a Portland storm?
That's all right.
Yeah.
There ain't no thunder in Portland.
There's always storms in Portland,
man.
I guess.
And my window is cracked a little bit, both of them.
Oh, well, and your windows are down right now.
Let's talk about
Crack.
something random.
Cracked. Okay, yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's get into the NFL mock draft. We have made a top 5 mock draft, just our 5 real quick. We don't have enough time to do full 2 rounds, so we just did the first 5. Keenan, start us out.
I got Kyle Murray.
You just want to do the first pick and go around and then go
Yeah,
around
let's do
and
first. Okay, yeah, James, good idea.
There's first.
Okay.
Nick
Wait,
Bosa.
No, it's his turn.
So just go like
First pick.
everyone's picking who the Cardinals think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so.
I got Murray. Okay.
I think the Cardinals are going to pick Josh Allen.
Okay, I hope so. I mean, that'd be cool, but I got Kyler Murray going first.
And the first pick of the 2019 NFL
This
draft.
is why we don't invite Max to everything.
The Arizona Cardinals select
Max.
Max, we on the show,
commercial break. Kyler Murray. Yeah.
Okay, number 2, Keenan.
Such a waste of time.
Bosa.
Bosa.
Hey, I love their reaction.
That's a need that they
I
have.
love you see it with the photo like that.
Nick Bosa to the 49ers. Max, second pick.
Max, man, what you?
Nick Bosa. I'm acting like the
49ers,
player. They
they
be
need
called. They be like that. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
all right. Keenan, third pick.
Are y'all done?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Jawan Taylor.
I got Josh Allen too, man. Josh Allen.
Yes, sir.
To the Jets.
Off the phone.
Thanks.
Okay, Keenan, fourth pick.
Okay.
I got Josh Allen too.
Devin White.
I ain't on the phone, nobody.
Devin White.
Devin White.
Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams.
I got
him.
Montez Sweet from Mississippi State.
Sweet.
Not bad.
All right, last one.
I might be
Fifth
sweat.
pick.
Quentin Williams.
I think the Bucks are going to get Kyler Murray.
Well, they got Winston though.
What?
I think they need Kyler Murray.
You think he falls that far?
Well, because you saw last year they didn't use Jameis Winston. They were using Fitzgerald. Or Fitzpatrick. What was his name?
That's tragic.
I said
Yeah,
Fitzgerald.
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
The magic of Fitzpatrick.
Larry.
I said
Larry was our quarterback
I said
last
Larry
year.
Fitzgerald quarterback now.
Nah.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah, so they were using him last year. I think they need somebody who's going to step
They
in.
sprayed it out.
I can't remember.
I gotta clean my
Yes,
windows.
it is raining outside, and Max has taken a break to go roll his windows up.
Even
So-
though we told him it was gonna rain
We
before
told
the
him it
show.
rained.
Just excuse him,
Before we started.
and he's going to get wet now.
Yeah,
Okay,
really wet.
anyway, let's go ahead and go.
Let's keep going.
My fifth pick is Greedy Williams out of LSU. I think the Bucks could use a cornerback.
They could.
Real quick while we're on this draft, and we got Kyler Murray's our only quarterback in that top 5.
Yo,
Yeah,
it's coming
and I think
down.
Max is getting poured on right now. It's hell.
Might be hell too. So,
Yeah,
so-
that's coming down.
Anyway, let's focus, guys. So, with another quarterback I like in this draft is Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State.
Yeah.
Where do you think he ends up at? Do you think he's in the lower? Or do you think he's
No.
like high for?
I think the Giants.
I got him 6.
Yeah, I think the Giants
6?
go and get
The
him.
Giants.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Giants, because I mean, Eli Manning's career is done.
I wouldn't say done, but
got
it's on
one
the
more year.
he's on the
He got
tail
one more
end,
year.
and
Yeah.
you need someone like like how the Patriots had
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo to come in and learn from him first,
And also push him a little bit.
and also exactly great point, and then he comes in and takes the reins.
Yeah,
years later.
Dwayne Haskins is actually my favorite quarterback in this draft. And Max is back. Max, what's up, bro?
How was it outside?
Jesus is tripping out there.
Okay.
Oh man,
He's tripping.
Man, you got your hair wet, dog.
No, my Burke's all wet.
Anyway, Dwayne Haskins is probably my favorite quarterback in this draft. I mean, I know Kyler Murray has the talent level and probably.
I think Dwayne's better.
I think Dwayne's better than Kyler Murray.
I think he'll have
do.
a more successful.
I think he has a better arm.
Yeah.
I really do. And, I mean, if you look at it, the great quarterbacks that win Super Bowls, you don't have to run the ball.
No.
I mean, that's not necessary in the NFL.
It helps.
It helps, but you don't have to run the ball. I mean, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, none of them run the ball.
Yeah.
So
But aside from Aaron Rodgers, they don't have strong arms either. They're just very accurate quarterbacks.
yeah, and they're smart. They're smart. They know the
intelligent.
playbook from the beginning to the end, for sure.
For
You have to read a defense. Like that's the only way you can be a quarterback.
Yeah, gotta have the IQ. But anyway, out of the NFL mock draft, we're gonna go ahead and switch gears to the NBA and get into our favorite NBA.
You want to let Keenan? I'm sorry. You want to let Max say his fifth pick?
No, we don't care. All right,
It
so
was Montez Sweet. Oh, it's Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams.
all right, we're switching gears, switching leagues right here. NFL to the NBA now. Of course, the NBA is still going on. We're in playoff time right now. Season just ended, 2019 regular season, and some great moments happened. We're gonna go around the table, ask our favorite moment of the season, and just explain why it was. Keenan, what's up?
2020 from Russell Westbrook.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that game.
that's
Obviously,
biased.
I'm a Thunder fan.
I respect it though.
But, Nipsey, was a really good dude, man. I really appreciate Russ going out and trying to do something for Nipsey, 2020, 26. You talked about it. It was kind of one of the moments, really heartfelt moments of the NBA season.
That's respect for sure.
I like that moment.
James, what about you, man?
My moment actually happened very, very recently. Magic Johnson quitting, stepping down, resigning, however you want to put it. I say quitting because I feel like he just kind of just walked away. He kind of just gave up.
He definitely
Just
did.
after a bad season.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to tarnish, Magic Johnson or anything, but I couldn't believe it. Like a dude like that with that much, importance to that franchise.
Yeah.
To do that to them. He still is.
We going back to this already?
No, it's cool.
No, it's
okay. It's okay.
Oh, man.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna throw it out there and then we'll talk about it later.
So you think Magic just wanted? What do you think he did? Is he just wanting to have fun, or is he just wanting to go back to his
Magic
life?
just wants
or-
to be Magic, apparently.
I think Magic Johnson thought he's gonna get the Team USA on the Lakers, and then that didn't happen.
No,
and
I
he's
know-
like, oh, this actually gonna take more effort.
No, I don't think that's it either because this summer you're going to get someone.
You're gonna get someone.
I don't know if it's going to be Kevin Durant. I don't know if it's going to be Klay Thompson. I don't even know if it's going to be
Maybe
Kyrie
it's a
Irving.
job. He thought you remember it was a job.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe someone small that can just turn the tide. But what happened with Magic Johnson wasn't, to me, him leaving isn't what's bad. Him announcing to the media before he told Janine Buss, before he told
that's a
Luke
wrong
Walton,
move.
before he told LeBron James is not a good look.
Well, I think a big reason was because the NBA wouldn't let him congratulate players and stuff. He couldn't say other players' names, stuff like that.
Well, I also heard he doesn't do a lot of scouting. He's not around the team a lot.
It's hard for him to. Yeah, I feel like this.
He's very busy.
Yeah, I feel like this season applied a lot of stress on him too.
For
You know, because they had so many expectations and they did not live up to him.
Any of them.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, he loved India.
And they just kind of, I mean, the biggest, I guess, thing that went well for the Lakers, and it's not even the Lakers, but who used to be a Laker, was D'Angelo Russell. And that's my biggest breakout of the season is how he's done so well. I mean, he went from 15 points a game to 21 a game. It raised his assists from 5 to 7 assists a game, and now he's in the NBA playoffs.
And he was an NBA All-Star.
Yeah, NBA All-Star out there
Honorary,
too.
but-
And he won a playoff game before the Lakers did.
Exactly. And it's just, but yeah, man, D'Lo has had a breakout year. Everybody had expectations for him, high expectations for him, but he couldn't break that through with the Lakers.
No.
And now he's with the Nets, man, and he's blowing it up, man. I think he's where he needs to be. And I actually had one of my buddies say this to me. He messaged me about D'Lo and was like, I think D'Angelo Russell could be what Isaiah Thomas couldn't be for Boston.
Couldn't be. Isaiah Thomas was everything for Boston.
No, I mean how they just kind of let him go. I'm guessing that's what he meant.
Okay.
But just kind of let him go.
I gotta sit down and talk to him about that.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's meaning just okay, well they're gonna keep D'Lo to ride out.
Right.
He's like
the way that
And
they didn't keep Isaiah Thomas.
D'Lo can push him to the NBA Finals in the near future. But just it depends on how these guys. It's the
Hey,
East.
tweet at me, bro, because I don't know who said that, but I
It's
need
the
you to
East.
tweet at me.
It's the East. But anyway,
tweet at you.
Max, what's your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is D Wade and Derek retiring.
D Wade.
Come on now,
too.
both
Dirk
of them.
too. Dirk too. But
No, don't just say Dirk too.
No, but like
Yeah,
no.
Dirk
I
too.
didn't mean like no disrespect.
Yeah.
That was disrespectful.
Okay.
I'm
That
sorry.
was you
Okay,
disrespecting
my
Dirk
bad,
like he didn't
My
do
bad.
something.
You're not a goat.
I didn't mean for it to come up like that
Best
because
stretch forever.
You said Dirk.
Yeah.
Like he's not a
Please.
goat.
I didn't mean for it to come out like that. It's
Dirk
just
Nowitzki.
D Wade.
He's
Still
whack.
going.
Dirk whack. What?
Go ahead. Yeah. Are you good?
No,
right.
it's an era of basketball going out, man.
Yeah.
We're almost what we was, I guess what like my brothers and me, all of us watched when we was kids. It's done almost.
Those are the
Yeah.
people that were there
Yeah.
when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Our
for them to all be gone now, not all.
We
just
only have
LeBron
like
is still
we really
there.
only have like 5 more years left of LeBron too.
Right.
You know,
And going back on that Wade situation, I meant like Wade was one of my favorite players.
I think if
Like,
Dirk-
Dirk was a great player to watch, but I didn't like love his game like I love D Wade's game.
when Dirk watches this, he's gonna be like, oh, okay.
When Dirk watches
No, I love Dirk. I
He's
mean,
gonna cut it off as soon as he says
Dirk.
Dirk.
No,
I was about to
no.
retweet y'all.
But this is like Dwayne Wade, man. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm more sad about Dwayne Wade leaving than Dirk.
I don't
That's
know.
fair.
I
think
guess.
That's just how. That's
I like
just,
watching the
That's a
post
personal
fadeaways.
opinion.
just being real. You know, just me.
I mean, it's a
That's-
personal opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Unguardable.
I couldn't check it.
He made that.
I could probably stop D Wade.
One-legged fadeaway.
So-
One-legged
I might
fadeaway.
get clamped D Wade.
That's the Dirk shot.
and he was leaning too.
I know.
I don't think I've ever seen that block before. in my
solid.
life.
It hasn't.
I mean, honestly,
I
I don't
think
think I've
that-
ever seen it.
I don't think I've seen
I don't
that.
think I've ever seen it. There should be a stat on that.
I think.
honestly.
Hey, I'm gonna go pull that out my bag tonight when I go hoop.
One-legged
All right, man.
fadeaway.
Hit the
All right,
straight
man.
backboard.
So we picked our favorite NBA season moment. Now we're gonna go through and pick the award winners for our predictions for each award. Let's just start out
Wait,
with MVP.
for clarification for the fans, is this who we think is going to win or who we want to win?
I think it's a mix
think
of
it's
both.
both.
I think it's both.
It's
Well,
who you-
well-
if we was doing, I mean, I'd want D'Angelo Russell to win like the MVP.
Everything.
No. Okay, I meant like realistically who we would
Yeah,
want
Realistically, yeah. Who we
Come on,
who we
James.
to win. Okay,
like
so
to
this
win.
is for me. This is realistically who I would like to win.
Yeah.
I'll admit there's about 3 or 4 people on here who might not win,
Yeah, but you would like to see.
but I would like to.
Yeah,
see
yeah.
them
That's
win.
how
And
you
it's,
say
and
it.
it's in the
Say it
category.
anyway.
All right, so we'll start out with MVP and then just go from there. So Keenan,
Okay.
who's your MVP?
Well, I've tooted his horn a little bit. James Harden.
Yeah,
Of course, I didn't even have a question on that. Yeah,
you explained that last show.
you did.
You did a good job.
And on Twitter.
You did amazing.
Um,
And on Twitter.
Yeah.
And group chat.
yeah, and then DM on Instagram. You know?
And everything.
Oh man.
No,
you even talk about it on a date.
yeah, I have Giannis. I don't think there's
Yeah, I'm going.
any
Giannis.
news with that. Yeah.
Giannis.
I'm going on Antetokounmpo.
But what I'm saying here is, I don't agree with how he's the front runner. I think he's a close second.
It
I
shouldn't
do
be
think
that
James-
big of a gap.
No, I think James, because I looked at ESPN the other day, and like I said, ESPN, what they say isn't facts, but they had like 4 or 5 to 1 with Giannis winning than James Harden winning. And
That's
I was
a
like, I don't
gap.
think he's that far ahead.
I think Giannis is like the better story.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's why he's
not
gonna win.
NBA wise, like him being from like Greece and stuff and having to like.
I think that is a good story though.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
It's
It's a
outreach
great
and you
story.
have-
It's
Well,
like-
everybody's pushing the story about how he was 18. You know, he ran to the stadium. He was
yeah.
sending money
And
back.
you're
to-
seeing stories come out like that now
Yeah.
about how that's why I think he's gonna win.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a favorite. I think he's a very, very close second because James Harden has done a
Right
lot
when he wins it,
respectively.
Nike's gonna drop something. He's gonna be like,
I mean,
"You can
it wouldn't surprise me. if
Believe
it was
in
like that big a
yourself.
gap because he won last
chase
year.
greatness." It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And no one likes to see people
Yeah,
win
repeat.
twice.
I'll
Yeah.
do
Go to
that.
repeat.
Nike.
It's true.
Max over here talking about Nike.
I don't know, Max. We're gonna like.
He's gonna have his
Basketball debates.
He's gonna have his own
Lock him off
podcast.
it, yeah.
I mean, just talking about Nike
What he
over
talks
it.
about during our podcast.
All right. Anyway, we
I-
got MVP and Rookie of the Year.
Trey Young.
I got Luka.
Luka will probably win it, but I have Trey Young.
I got Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Defensive Player of the Year.
Rudy Gobert.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
One more time.
Yes.
Say really one
Really?
more time.
Wow.
He's one of the best interior defenders of.
You're not saying
You don't
Paul
think that's?
George?
You don't think
No.
that's?
What?
What?
No.
Really?
You're not a true.
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, early
You're claiming
on,
a Max.
early on when MVPG was a thing, man, I didn't even pick Paul George to win MVP then.
What?
Okay, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy
That's
Gobert.
fine. Really? No. I'm just
Rudy Gobert.
okay.
I got Paul
James.
George.
I got Paul George.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna win though.
I
Paul
do.
Oh.
I got Paul George.
He always interrupts us, so we had to interrupt
Yeah.
him.
Oh, not true. I'll
not
wait till
true.
you. I'll wait till you like get your period off, and I'm like, bam. You know. I wait till that period's there.
All right. Sixth man of the year, Keenan.
Lou.
D Rose.
Lou Will.
Lou, I was gonna say that Drake lyric about Lou Will, but I couldn't think of it on time. But Lou Will.
Oh yeah, that's on
Six men like Lou Will. It's literally six men like Lou Will.
Yeah.
I'll be dang. And I'm a huge Drake fan.
Ballin' like
Drizzy,
a
I'm
Lou
sorry.
Will.
Wait, what's wrong with D Rose? Why don't you guys think D Rose is gonna win it?
He just kind of
Only
slid off.
only sixth man to drop 50 this year.
Who?
D Rose.
I don't care about D Rose. I don't care about you, Poop.
That's disrespect.
That's so disrespectful.
I ain't talking about disrespect.
disrespectful.
Disrespect it. Hey,
He said in the beginning of the season,
I'm gonna go to Chicago. I'm gonna knock on your door.
Are you done?
I'm gonna beat you 1-on-1, D Rose. That'd be disrespectful.
He's in Minnesota.
Not even
right
in
now.
Chicago.
Well, he lives in Chicago still. Like, that's where he still be like raising his kids
Okay,
and stuff.
listen. Can I defend Derrick Rose real
Go
quick?
ahead, James.
Defend Derrick Rose.
Okay, he's the only sixth man to drop 50 this year.
Cool.
Most starters hasn't even dropped 50 this year, right? Beginning of the season, he set his mind to sit down and win sixth man this year, and I think he's done an outstanding job in that position.
I feel like a lot of players in the league sat down before the season started. It was like, I'm gonna win MVP this year, man.
Yeah, none of them are close.
None of them are
Derrick
close.
Rose is close.
Nah, I think Lou Will got it. His team in the playoffs, and he's
Okay.
a big reason why.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
Okay,
without
just
Lou
because,
Will,
just because you get an eighth seed in the
Nah,
playoffs, and you can get swept, makes you a more contendent
I think.
sixth man in the regular season.
Skill.
Alright,
James.
I think I want to.
James.
Makes you a more contended sixth man in the regular season.
James.
I want to piggyback off what you were saying about the Clippers getting into the playoffs. You know, they make that trade with the Sixers, and you think like, okay, they're gonna lose that eighth spot in the West and just drop out and build for the future. Well, like.
They slid to the eighth spot. Come on.
But the thing is, though,
in the eighth
they're
spot.
still in the playoffs, and that
still
team
like-
has good chemistry.
Ooh, guys, we stopped right at the eighth spot.
The team has good chemistry.
You know what D Rose do right
They
now?
take the brakes off the car and
He
stop
probably took
at
his
the
kids
eighth
to
spot.
Disneyland because he don't go wear no games. Hey, baby, you want to go to Disneyland?
Lou Williams,
I got
sixth man of the year.
I got a couple months off. That's what D Rose talking about.
Lou
Max,
Williams.
I really think
But in conclusion,
you're on one right now.
what I was saying was I think Lou Williams is that gel that held that Clippers together to be in the playoffs
sure.
right now.
He is.
Yeah, and Montrezl Harrell too.
Yeah.
You know, them two guys coming off the bench. You know,
And Patrick Beverly.
Patrick Beverly.
So you're gonna give them all six man of the year?
Lizzie.
Give them all six man of the year.
Seventh
award,
man of the year, eighth man of the year. Anyway, let's move on, guys. Most improved player,
Pascal Siakam.
Pascal Siakam.
D'Angelo Russell.
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah. So why Pascal? I had Pascal first when we first did these back in January.
I think he was a more consistent, improved player of the year. I think Max is getting on my nerves right now.
What did I do?
If Max,
we apologize for this show.
What did I do?
I'm gonna kill Max after this show.
All right, go ahead,
My
James.
facial expressions.
So Pascal Siakam I can give the same case for why I think Luka is gonna win.
Yeah.
They were more consistent throughout the entire season than I think D'Angelo Russell kind of picked up right before All-Star break,
Yeah.
and has carried it through to the end of the season. But Pascal Siakam has been that guy for that team. Like we said, he hit that game winner like early mid-season, and they let him. They were just like, yeah, we trust him to hit the.
D'Angelo Russell.
I mean, D'Angelo Russell, man. I mean, like
He's okay.
he's had the Nets. He's had the Nets
he's-
in the
yeah.
playoffs.
I think
1
you
through
take
8.
you take Pascal Siakam off the Raptors, they're gonna be the Raptors. They're still gonna be a 2 seed. You take
Okay, yeah, but
D'Angelo
Pascal
off the
Siakam,
Nets.
if you put Pascal Siakam on the Nets, they're still in the playoffs. Yeah, they're still in the playoffs.
No, you like flip flop them.
Yeah.
And the Nets really wouldn't probably be in the playoffs.
What you mean they're not in the playoffs?
The Net.
The Nets would be in the
still
playoffs
in
if
the
you flip flop
playoffs.
Pascal Siakam and D'Angelo.
Yes.
No.
Okay, Coach of the Year.
Okay.
No, hold on. You don't think though? Yes or no?
No.
Would the
Do
I
Nets
think
still
so?
be in the playoffs?
Pascal Siakam would not be like
I
make
think
the
so.
Nets a
Yeah.
playoff
Okay.
team.
That's all I needed to hear.
No.
Okay. One. We're talking about Pascal Siakam, even though he's on the team with Kyle Lowry, Mark Gasol, Kawhi Leonard, and he's still up there for most improved player, even though D'Angelo Russell is the man for the Nets.
Right.
Okay.
It's harder to be.
I
most
like that's a good
improved. That is
argument. That's a
argument.
really good argument, Keenan. Real quick though, I think like D'Angelo Russell has kept the Nets in playoff contention all
Definitely,
year,
definitely.
and he's been the bigger headline since, as what James said, since All-Star break.
Yeah.
He's been a big headline, and I mean, you saw what I know. NBA playoffs, they don't count for regular season awards, but what he did yesterday in Philadelphia to get him that win with the 28 points, he's been doing that all year. But it's just not been it's just not been noticed because it's not been playoff time.
Chopper.
And the Nets don't get much showtime anymore.
I do want to
time.
say this. I think I want to say no, but I think playoffs do play a part in the awards. I think they do,
But
especially now thereafter. I know that you're gonna say that they can't vote. They're supposed to have locked in the vote. Yeah, I think let's be honest.
They don't pick the MVP until like the third round.
Yeah,
but let's be
honest. They definitely take that into
It's like
consideration.
if it wasn't like that, then they would have had him already.
Yeah,
I mean,
they would announce it.
Yeah,
Announce it right now.
We don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Right, we don't, and I'm not. But I'm willing to bet that they
you
like.
Can't tell me. No, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we just let them play. We actually know who we're gonna pick.
Right.
Already.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and go on to Coach of the Year. After all that big, long, most improved, and other topics.
Mike Budenholzer from the Bucks.
Okay.
I got Mike Malone.
Yeah, what happened to, why is Mike Malone? I got Mike Malone too, but why do you like pick him now?
I picked Mike Budenholzer. I'm with
What?
Keith.
I don't think so.
Why'd you guys not pick Mike Malone?
Mike Malone, yeah.
Way harder conference. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Talk to him.
2013.
That's the first thing I agreed to you with on the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all didn't think I had good ideas.
Okay.
I didn't think so.
I got you this.
Can I throw in something?
Go ahead.
Throw me some.
I mean, Mike Budenholzer gets to the Bucks, puts him at a 1 seed. And of course, the help
season.
with
First
Giannis. And he has developed the perfect system for Giannis. They win 60.
I could have developed a system for Giannis.
They win 60 games, though.
Jason Kidd last year.
The Bucks win 60 games. They haven't been in this since Oscar Robertson. They haven't been like this.
They haven't won as many games since Oscar Robinson.
But like Mike, I can't even say his last name.
Budenholzer.
Budenholzer.
Budweiser.
Didn't he wasn't he the coach for that Hawks team that was like nasty?
Yes.
So he's like had experience. Like it's like.
Yes.
He's a good coach.
But for him to flip a team like that.
But he's like a good coach already. He can flip a team like that.
Yeah.
That's why they brought him in.
The reason I would like to say,
I'm pretty sure they expected this. I don't think the Nuggets expected to be a second seed.
No. If I can step in, the reason why I think
Boston was number 1 for the season for everybody. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm talking about like
I think
the
Toronto.
Bucks. Like
Toronto
they were like
won too. Boston
they had
won
high
too.
hopes for Mike. You don't bring somebody in like you're gonna suck.
So listen, the reason why I say
it just worked out.
I think Mike Malone should win is because unlike the Bucks, unlike anybody else who's a 1 or 2 seed on either side, they don't have a star. They don't have an MVP candidate player.
Jokic, yeah.
Is he an MVP candidate?
Yeah.
Is he an MVP
I'm pretty sure. Didn't I say that in one of our episodes?
He was early.
Early. I mean, right now.
Do
you honestly think he could be an MVP candidate right now?
Not right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he could.
So right now, the MVP candidate,
five.
the race is Giannis, James Harden, and PG.
I think
And Steph's on that far end.
yeah, but I think if you put Jokic in, like Jokic,
I would like to put Jokic in there, but he's not a top 4, top 5 player.
I think he's top 5.
I think he'd be a first team All NBA.
He will be.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's not. But I mean, like, he's not an MVP star. So for you to be a second team in the West,
I respect it.
It's like he's doing like a Spurs mentality.
They're deep.
With
super
as
deep.
a very wide.
They got
deep team.
hoopers now.
Yeah.
You know,
For real.
That's what I mean.
Jamal Murray ain't no punk. Gary Harris.
Kenny, you got something to say about Mike Budenholzer? Defend your argument.
He already
Okay.
did.
No.
Oh, that's you.
I said,
was
yeah.
good.
Oh,
Okay, so like I said, coming into the season,
they will be like
nobody thought like the Bucks would be top seed.
No one thought the Nuggets would be number 2. either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let them talk.
Right.
I will.
But everybody was talking about Boston, Toronto, and the Sixers,
Right.
and then the Bucks come out of nowhere and top all of them. That was the top 3, and they're better than all of them. Like obviously, nobody thought the Nuggets were going to be better than Houston.
Yeah.
Right. Or OKC. Or Portland even.
Or Portland.
Right.
But and
Or
they
the
pushed
Lakers.
the Warriors, right?
They did.
For
If they'd have won in Oracle one more time, they would have
for
been.
a minute. But Mike Malone's been with these guys for a couple of years, and they've developed this chemistry.
Right.
So and then last year they just barely missed it. So there was going to be
Right,
a jump. There was going to be a jump into the playoffs.
But
pretty
missed
big
it
jump.
nonetheless. Sorry.
Yeah, missed it. But there was going to be the expectation was to jump into the playoffs.
To go from almost 8 to a clear certified 2 is a big
Right.
jump, though.
Right, but nobody's thinking the Nuggets are going to make it deep.
Well, I think either.
No, I don't- I
whichever
think the
coach
only thing
wins
that-
it deserves it.
Right, and I agree. But I think, to go back on you, I don't think the Nuggets are going to go deep because of their inexperience in the playoffs.
Right.
If they had made the playoffs last year, I think they would make a deeper run than they will.
Right, okay.
And some of the players that we mentioned, of course, both the coaches, they're both in the playoffs right now. Guys, we've had 6 games been played now with the Nets and Sixers, Magic, Raptors, Warriors. Who did the Warriors play? Oh, Clippers. Clippers. I'm sorry.
One team you didn't write
Yeah, I
down.
didn't write that down.
awesome.
Spurs, Nuggets, Celtics, Pacers, and Trailblazers and Thunder. Let's go ahead and talk about that Nets over Philadelphia 76ers first. 111-102. Just real quick, Keenan.
Joel Embiid did play like he's not supposed to. Like, I feel like Jarrett Allen, man, like, whooped him.
Ben Simmons didn't play well.
Jared Allen does
Amir
that.
Johnson was on his phone.
Well, I know I got the spill on that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I know the
Go
inside.
ahead.
So supposedly his daughter's really sick right now, and he was checking on his daughter, cause she's like real, like you know.
Right. And to be fair,
sick.
he is
He's not even playing.
He wasn't suited up.
Yeah, he's not playing, and like Doris Burke like flipped out, and this is like.
She did on
I
national
know
television.
Doris Burke checks her iPhone when
While
like
she's
you
at
know
work.
while she's
Right,
at work.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, clearly if you're playing and stuff, you're not going to do that. It is
Right.
etiquette, you know. But like
I think
the
it got
dude's
blown out of
daughter's sick.
Yeah.
I think just because Joel looked at it.
Yeah, Joel was like,
Made it
And
more
what
suspicious.
made it more suspicious is because they were losing. So it
Yeah.
made it look like they weren't
If they were
caring
winning,
Aaron.
that they were losing.
if they were winning, it probably wouldn't be that big
No,
of a deal.
at all. No.
Like,
It would have been a small little story that got blown away.
Yeah, but I saw how deep the Nets actually were.
Yeah.
How balanced they were. Sixers just weren't as balanced. I mean, that's all it really was. And Ben Simmons and Joel
Simmons
Embiid
is-
just didn't show up.
Ben Simmons is a liability.
those trades hurt the Sixers' depth. And I
Yeah.
think that's coming back to haunt them.
Especially in playoff
Oh,
time.
what happened to they were the best starting five on the East? Remember that?
The five, yeah, the first
five.
five.
Oh, get out
The
of
first
here.
five's good.
Get
I'm talking
out.
about the bench. The first five is
Get out of
good.
Hey
here.
man, Brooklyn. This team right here is like setting like the foundation for what Brooklyn wants.
I
Yeah,
agree.
what they could be,
Yeah.
for sure.
And I definitely think that they can beat Philadelphia.
Yeah,
I didn't
they
think they
are.
were going to win game one, though.
yeah.
I think they're going to take the series. I said 4-2.
And another surprise was Orlando over Toronto. In Toronto, Orlando wins that 104-101. DJ Augustine hits that game winner, that triple. I mean, that was a dagger, man. I mean,
Yeah, that was bad.
Kyle Lowry, should we mention that? I mean, everybody knows.
He played
Overrated.
33 minutes.
Where's he at?
Played 33 minutes, 0 for 7, 0 points.
If he scores 2 buckets,
He's one
they
of the
win, man.
he's one of the most overrated point guards in the league. In
Oh,
my
definitely,
opinion.
100%.
I think
like,
he does this every playoffs.
Yes.
Like, dude, you're a monster, or not even a monster, but like the Raptors are spectacular during regular season. They get to the playoff, and it's just like, what happened?
kind of feels
It's
like,
like, where's
kinda feels like
Waldo?
DeRozan.
bro?
Yeah, really. Where's the Raptors?
like, in
Like,
the playoffs. Like,
DeRozan was carrying him in the playoffs.
yeah.
DeRozan didn't show up much either, though.
I know, but he was the better one of the two.
He was. But, now they have Kawhi in that position.
Yeah,
Kawhi played well yesterday,
Yeah.
but he's got to have some help.
obviously.
He's got to have
needs
some
help,
help.
yeah.
I mean, I think it was like the last 5 minutes of the game, he was just trying to take over,
Yeah.
and just taking the ball in his hands on the offensive side. And of course he was a force on defense as well. Warriors and Clippers. That was a fun game to watch because of the intensity and the chatter that was going on. When these two teams
Right.
get in the playoffs against each other, there's always something going on.
Basketball-wise, it
Yeah,
wasn't really.
some technical fouls thrown out. Patrick Beverly, Kevin Durant getting ejected. Warriors went on to win pretty easily though, 121-104.
Yeah,
Probably will be for the rest of the series.
Yeah, I see the Warriors sweeping.
for sure.
I think this is just a preview of what the next 3 games will pretty much be like. I mean, but let me ask you, is anyone on the Clippers? Can anyone on the Clippers actually just step up and get them within,
No.
a winnable game?
No.
So I do want to say this.
No.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be a big part to them if they win a game, to win a game. I know he's a rookie and he has a lot on his shoulders.
Yeah, but he's
whatever.
really good.
He has to guard Curry, and he's coming. I think he's coming off the bench. I think he's coming off the bench.
He is.
And he's playing about 30 minutes a game.
Yeah, he could be like a top 5.
But he'll need
rookie
to.
of the year candidate.
Right. He needs to drop 20, 25 a game.
He's
He's
never
got
going
to.
to win. It's
He
just
got
like
He dropped 18 last game.
Steph and all them. They'll beat themselves. That's the only way the Clippers win. If they shoot like how the Thunder just did. You see a game where they're 4 for 34. It's like, well, dang.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about
There's
that.
nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
but if they're hitting, they're winning.
Warriors can't lose that series unless they lose it themselves, and you just don't see the Warriors losing first
Because
round.
KD
so-
getting ejected. I mean, the game was already over by the time that happened.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But even if it happened in the first quarter,
It wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
they still got Boogie. Like they still got their 3 guys they like won a ring 2 of them with.
I think if
Or no, 1.
if they get
No,
if they
2?
get that
1.
top 3 guy, one of their top 3 best players ejected in the first quarter, I think it could be a playable game.
Man, the Warriors.
It gets the better
Then
team.
they'll-
Maybe it gets the better team.
Yeah, like then.
And last,
Just no. They're not winning. Like Clippers gonna get swept.
yeah. And the last game on Saturday night was the Spurs and the Nuggets. Of course, Mac's really big on the Nuggets. Spurs took that game in Denver, 101-96. I watched a little bit of it. The Spurs just know how to play playoff basketball. Everything switches during playoff time.
everything.
Popovich just switches everything.
Told you what I said. I said if the Spurs jump to that 7th seed, I could see them in the Western Conference Finals.
I mean,
quote me on
I
that.
see him beating the Nuggets. And congratulations to Greg Popovich becoming the winningest coach of all time last night with that win he picked up last night. And he'll get more.
I bet DeMar DeRozan feels like a breath of fresh air playing with like popping him in the playoffs.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that he won that when it comes to playoff time. They won that trade.
Yeah.
Which sounds crazy because DeMar DeRozan really didn't do nothing in the playoffs the past 2 or 3, but like they may win this series and I see it in the Western Conference Finals.
Man, DeMar DeRozan, I think Pop benefits him a lot,
Yeah.
and the players that they have on that team,
Yeah.
they got vets, and DeRozan's a vet.
Yeah.
Young guys that can just play out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then man, when they get DeJounte Murray back next year,
Ooh.
I think they're gonna be scary again. I think they're gonna be scary. We'll see what LaMarcus Aldridge brings to the table next year.
Marcus Aldridge will be ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go, but he is getting
Older.
older.
He'll slow down.
He's getting slower, but
He's going to go back to Portland sometime soon. He just already said that.
yeah, but the way LaMarcus's game is played, it's just you don't have to be the quickest guy. You don't have to be the most athletic.
Especially not on the
execution.
Spurs.
He's just fundamental basketball,
Yeah.
man. It is. Anyway, 2 games happened before we started recording this podcast on this Sunday. Celtics and Pacers, Blazers and Thunder. I didn't catch the Celtics and Pacers
It was an
game.
ugly game.
No,
It was an ugly game.
I disagree. I caught the beginning, and it was close. It was going back and forth.
Okay, yes.
And then they pulled away.
It was a low scoring game. That looked like an
That's what
early
I'm saying,
2000s game.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It was ugly because nobody can make a basket.
Celtics win 84-74. That's like an early 2000s playoff score.
Pa-
I mean, when the Pistons were
Yeah.
winning it and everything.
No, the Pacers were playing great defense.
It seems pretty gritty.
Yeah,
Up
it
until
was great
about
defense. It was
halftime.
great defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pacers only scored 29 points in the second half.
And we just
Yeah, it was
finished
tough.
watching the Blazers beat the Thunder 104-99. Thunder lost that game because they can't shoot the 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
no comment.
They missed
See,
about
that's the only
30.
reason they lost.
Missed about 33s that game.
Westbrook had another triple-double.
No comment.
Well, I mean, that's Russ is gonna get his.
If
Paul
they
George
hit-
had a double-double.
if they hit 2 more threes, if they just hit
And
6
fouled out.
threes,
If you go 7 for 34, you win that game.
you win that game.
And
That's
also
what makes me
Enes
mad about
Kanter.
this team.
What did Enes Kanter end up
18
with?
and 18.
No, he had 20. I think he had 20 and 18.
Did he have 20?
Because that last
Oh, God.
that last take.
Oh, my
that
God.
last
Oh,
layup,
yeah.
He had 18, so he had 20 and
let's
10.
let's
18.
ask the Thunder fan. How does it feel for Enes Kanter to be going in on your team?
Look, I said this.
Put the dagger in on you.
I said
Yeah.
this. He's a good matchup for Steven Adams, then. They just match up really well.
The Mustache Bros.
Mustache Bros. I mean, we can't
Bang
really take
bros.
advantage. We're not really a perimeter shooting team, so we can't really take advantage of Kanter's inability to switch on defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's good in the paint. He's okay in the paint, just because he's 7 foot tall.
Right.
Yeah, and of course we're recording this on a Sunday before these games come on, and that's the Jazz and the Rockets and the Pistons and Bucks tonight. We still got to watch those. Won't have those on this show, but we will on the next show. We'll talk about that first round of the NBA playoffs for you. But real quick, I guess we can go ahead, even though these will already be played. Jazz or Rockets tonight, Keenan?
Rockets.
Rockets gonna win, but I want to see the Jazz come out.
I think the Rockets win tonight, but I think Jazz give them a series.
Donovan Mitchell game winner. Jazz win tonight.
That'd be cool.
Oh, snap.
That'd be cool.
I want that one, actually.
Pistons and Bucks, Keenan.
Bucks.
Bucks by 20.
Blake Griffin is not playing.
Yeah, no BG. Go
Blake
ahead.
Griffin's not playing.
No, he's not playing.
Bucks by 20.
Bucks by 50.
Bucks.
Okay.
Bucks by 90.
How many points are they gonna
Bucks by
score?
90.
That's really the only reason they're in the playoffs. 'Cause
Bucks
Blake
by
Griffin.
90.
Who else on the Pistons? Reggie Jackson?
No.
Yeah.
I want
Traded.
Reggie Jackson.
I was gonna say Stanley Johnson, but they traded him.
On 2K, man, when I played as Pistons, I want to do so much cool stuff with Reggie Jackson, but he's just not good enough to do it. And that's what me and my cousin would be saying. He'd be like, man, you want him to make it, but
He's
he's
not
not.
good on
Okay,
2K. He's
anyway.
not good in real basketball.
That's facts. All right, here we
The
go.
2019 NBA playoffs are thrilling, packed with action here. Let's throw it back to some years ago. 2007, number 8 Golden State Warriors upset the number 1 Dallas Mavericks. Looking for an upset? Here you go.
Heart.
Man, this Warriors team was spectacular.
Passion.
Yeah, I mean they were low key stacked. Baron Davis,
Determination.
Jason Richardson,
Steven Jackson.
Will to win. Didn't care about the odds.
Okay, are you done?
No, dude.
Man,
Okay,
look
my
who they're
bad.
going up
I'm
against. Though.
narrating.
They're going up against Prime Dirk here,
What if I told you?
and that Dallas Mavericks squad that was just in the finals the
An 8
previous
seed.
year.
Yeah.
They were in that finals the previous year, man. And Baron Davis is just a dog out there.
Yeah.
man.
Going against the number 1 defending champs.
What?
What
What are you
What
talking
if I
about?
told you no one believed in them? But
They weren't
we-
in the
I didn't know
defending
they were playing
champs.
Miami, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, they got beat by Miami.
away from
You
Max,
are on top
this
of it.
Warriors team was something. I mean, this started. a great fan base.
Monte Ellis.
In Golden State. I mean, this is what they believed in. This is the
Monte Ellis was on the team, was he?
He's right there.
Oh, he was.
Believe in the Warriors here.
For some reason, I think Monte Ellis is so
Matt
so
Barnes?
young.
He came straight out of high school.
He didn't he?
Yeah.
I thought he's so young.
Matt Barnes.
Why is he not in the league anymore?
Because you
He's
can't.
old.
It's got older.
Yeah.
It's got
Monte
older.
Ellis?
Yeah.
I bet he's like 32 right now.
But he's been in the league for 20 years. You can't play the league for more than, you know what I mean? That puts
Anyway.
age on you.
Anyway, fast forwarding 4 years later, 2011, the number 8 Memphis Grizzlies upset the number 1 San Antonio Spurs, man. This is where Memphis really started to make their run.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I mean,
Grit.
this is where they started to get that identity
Zach
of grit and
Randolph.
grind.
Blood. Tears.
Okay, Max.
They had Rudy Gay on here too
Rudy
on this
Gay was
one,
here,
man.
yeah.
Zebo. They had hood.
Zebo.
They had the hood with them.
They had Tony Allen.
Did they have OJ on here?
Yeah, OJ.
I think
OJ Mayo.
I think OJ failed that drug test and he had to sit out.
What? Anyway, man, this was
That's
spectacular.
literally what happened.
Matt Conley.
Spectacular series. This is really where the Memphis identity of them being a playoff team and a powerhouse in the West really started. Was 2011. They come in as the number 8 seed and beat this number 1 Spurs team, and really just start from there. They continue to make the playoffs.
Believe.
And here in 2019 though, Memphis is kind of at the bottom of the league now, but
I wouldn't say the bottom. I would say near the bottom.
near
They
the
won
bottom.
like 34 games.
Well, they're near the bottom of the league, but if you look back from 2007 or 2011 from 2016, they were always top 3 in the West.
Yeah.
Always.
They made a Western Conference Finals.
And they were great to watch. Great to watch. Anyway, enough of the NBA. Just finished up the Masters today. Tiger Woods, I know a lot of us are excited, man. Tiger with that 5th Masters jacket right there, the 5th green jacket he's putting on today.
It
And
fits.
first since
That's what he
2005.
said. It fits.
First since 2005, man. This is an unbelievable
One of the
comeback.
best comeback stories.
Unbelievable comeback for Tiger. I mean, congratulations, Tiger Woods. No, I didn't ever expect this again. I didn't expect it.
No, I think he's been playing, some great golf. I mean, no one thought he was going to win the Masters again. I don't know how
Do
to
you
say
watch
that.
golf?
No, I really do. But like,
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you guys not watch when he went
No.
up against?
Rory?
Okay, you didn't even. Yeah, you just gonna
I
cut me
saw
off like that. That was so
Nah, 'cause I didn't
It
watch
was for
it.
Thanksgiving, right? That was a great match.
No, it was Phil. It was Phil. It was Phil.
It was Phil Nicholson. It was Phil Nicholson.
I hope, hey, rewind that and see this dude's head moving when he said that. But listen, that was a great match.
It was a great match, and for him to come back, it's not impossible. It's not like
True.
he was.
Yeah, it's Tiger
He
Woods.
was legless. But
You always
yeah.
have that in you. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and he
You
came
gotta-
back and showed it.
Yeah.
sure.
I'm glad he did.
Congratulations, Tiger. We're getting late in the show now, so we're going to go ahead and go to our 2-minute
40-minute
rundown.
show.
Let's go ahead. Let me pull up this timer real quick. You guys can go ahead and look over the questions. Get ready.
They're gonna be like,
And-
man, Max is so funny.
That was a
All right.
great.
Y'all
Get
ready?
rid of Max.
Y'all ready?
Kick
Y'all
him
ready?
off the
Yes.
show.
All right. Question number
You
1.
lose 5 views.
Thoughts on Virginia winning NCAA title?
Hey, for Mr. Bailey,
Congratulations.
Good story. It was
congratulations.
a good story.
Great story.
Yeah.
Great story.
From first round bounce to rings.
Go
Yeah.
Cavaliers.
Go Cavaliers on that. Shout out Dennis Bailey. Great supporter, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bailey.
Number 2, is Tiger Woods the GOAT golfer?
Yes.
Yes.
I think to me he is because he
Yes.
symbolized a lot more than just winning.
Tiger
agree.
Woods is iconic.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
There you go. You got it. You understand iconic.
You don't understand iconic. But in golf, you don't have a lot of that. So yes.
Okay, number 3, is Steph Curry underrated or overrated?
Underrated.
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 Underrated, man. Steph is top 3 player in the league.
Yes.
Come on, let's stop. Let's stop.
Stop
Let's
playing my man's name.
He's better than James Harden.
Yes.
He is.
I would. Yeah, I'd take
He
Steph
is.
Curry.
Yes.
All right, is Kevin Durant actually soft after getting ejected in the first playoff game this year?
Dang,
Is
I
it-
don't think. I hate that this is a
that's
2-minute
soft.
rundown. Because a lot of this went into knowing what Patrick Beverley's bringing and him giving it back.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's soft.
He likes that. I think he's enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think Durant has built a toughness around him. I mean, like, I don't even think he was really soft at
He wasn't soft
Oklahoma
in-
City.
no, he
It's
wasn't
just
soft in OKC.
he gets this,
Bad rep since
this
he
bad
joined.
rep since
Right.
he joined the Warriors. But he's not. He's not a
amazing.
soft player.
And his burner account.
Yeah,
That made him look soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like emotionally,
he's sensitive.
He's sensitive.
He's sensitive
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
Isn't?
But that's
But he's not
No.
soft.
Who, yeah, you know what I'm
isn't?
saying? Who isn't sensitive?
He's not, as
Right.
a basketball player,
Come
he's
on.
not
If
soft.
you're human,
Yeah.
you're sensitive.
Question number 5: best player in the NBA playoffs right now.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Harden. Right now. Playing right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Playing right now.
Playing right now.
D'Angelo Russell. No, I'm just
Playing right now. Playing right now
All right,
is
real-
Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Kevin Durant's probably the
Okay.
best player.
Right now, Kevin Durant. I agree with Max. Max, I like
agree with
Kevin
Kevin
that.
Durant's
I still
best,
like Giannis,
Kevin
man.
Durant's the best player in the league.
I give Kevin Durant.
Whoa.
I agree with that.
And Max, question number 6. Thoughts on
Best
the UFC
offensive player.
fight? UFC 236, Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier.
I got you. My thoughts: if you don't watch any UFC fights, you need to watch it. It's more than just people just fighting. You need to watch the sport and get into it. It's great.
We went over.
You saw how much time we needed.
I was trying to finish.
Max was literally looking at the time and he's trying to get his words in, but oh well. That's the first one he failed.
You know me. Hey, you know me. Players just let it roll. You know what I'm saying? Players just let it roll.
Anyway, this is the Bounce Back Podcast. This is episode 12, Road to the Finals. Thank you for joining the Bounce Back Podcast, and make sure you hit that subscribe button below, comment, give us a like, share us, give us more views. Much love to the fans. Guys,
Shout out to everybody who watches.
Thank you.